at the actual waterproofing stage where I'm going to be using a combination of Curdy Fix, which is like the Schluter caulking, and then I'm going to use Thin Set, and I'm basically going to cover up all of the screws, all of the seams, join the tub flange to the Curdy board, and I've got it all taped up here. I've got the niche in place. I did film a bit, but I wasn't talking, but I'll just put in some footage of me doing that. I don't know why. I just am super nervous about this step, but I think it's gonna be fine. If you have watched some other recent videos on my channel, then you would know that while I've been doing this remodel, our other bathroom surprisingly has been torn up. So I'm just gonna briefly show you that. We now have a couple holes in the floor. The toilet's gone, the vanity is gone. Been a lot of mold removal, so that's why the holes are here. Right now, we're trying to finish the other washroom. It's been quite an interesting few weeks. At the same time, my hard drive that had the last video, episode 2 on it, kind of went kaput. So that was also something that I was waiting on while the mold was getting removed, and then there was a bit of sickness in our house. So all that said, very motivated to get this bathroom done. It's basically been a huge surprise for our washroom to get like this. We found just a ton of black mold. The toilet bowl wasn't sealed properly. There was leakage there, mold there. The plumbing for the vanity wasn't done properly, so there was gray water getting stuck in the piping. Once we cut that open, a whole bunch of gnarly, disgusting stuff came. Also, the shower wasn't sealed properly. Water comes out of each of the corners. And if you can see this black mold here, it's been soft drywall, just a lot of slow burning issues in this bathroom. Kind of chuckle to ourselves. You kind of like have to laugh or else you'll cry. This house was sold as a turnkey house. This washroom was listed as just being renovated in 2025. And we moved in January of this year, 2026. So I don't know what part they knew about, what parts they didn't. They clearly didn't know how to seal things properly, but now we're going to be fixing all that stuff to the best of our abilities after the current washroom remodel. So let's jump back into that one. Changed my shirt, putting on some new gloves. I waited the recommended 10 minutes. And yeah, I think we're nearing the time to slap it on the wall. I just have to mix it a little bit longer. I got one done. Here we go. I had measured the niche with 1/8 spacers, thinking I was a genius. I think that we're gonna switch the spacing to 1/16. My dad made a good point. My dad is camera shy. He doesn't know what to do with himself.
No, I didn't know it was on.
He is getting filmed against his will. All right, can you help me?
I thought we were filming when we start.
Then you have this idea of what you want it to look like in your head, but then when you're doing it in real life, you're like, this is not what I had in my head. My dad is here. So basically,
We're trying to figure it out.
there you go. So he's actually one of the reasons why I can never escape construction, because I guess it's just part of me now. But I have these, I believe they're 5x5. These are 5x5 tiles. I had originally planned on doing 1/8 spacing for the grout line. However, when we were trialing it on the wall and trialing it on the ground, it looked a little too thick, a little too beefy. So,
Too wide.
yeah, too wide. It looked, and my dad made a good point that if the smaller the tile, I think the thinner the grout line you want. So we're gonna switch to 1/16, which I amazingly had on hand. And these are ones that you can actually leave in the mortar, which is interesting. But they look really annoying to work with. So, get to work.
I'm ready.
There you go, Dad.
I'm ready.
So he's gonna mix the mortar, and I guess I never really showed you guys the final product because the camera battery died when I was doing this, and I was basically having a mini panic attack the whole time. I mixed the mortar a little too thin, so it was like just chaos everywhere. I think generally when you're doing the thin set, you want to have a sponge and you want to kind of rub it and take a lot of the excess off. I did not do that. However, I think it looks thin enough that I don't think the tiles or the installation will get affected too much. I did notice down here the bow of the 2x4 that I was dealing with when I was doing all the blocking. I did realize that it might actually really affect some of the tile installation, but mostly down here. Basically, I just want the tiles to look straight on the bathtub. All right, get to work.